Hi, welcome to our Inside Inclusion discussion. Today, we are going to discuss all things teamwork. My name is Joey, and I am a USU's ambassador from Nebraska. With me, I have
Sophie, hi. I'm also a U.S. Youth Ambassador from Nebraska. Along with playing and coaching unified sports, I help lead the Unified Club at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. We're excited to have the chance today to have an open discussion with our partners from the NCAA DIII.
Thank you. And we're so glad to be here to represent NCAA Division III National Student Athlete Advisory Committee. My name is Braley Keller. I'm a former football and swimming student athlete from Nebraska Wesleyan University, and I'm also the current chair of National SAC.
Hi everyone, I'm Abigail Newkirk. I'm a soccer student athlete from Bluffton University in Bluffton, Ohio.
Hi everyone, my name is Bridget Finn. I'm also a soccer student athlete from Lebanon Valley College in Annville, Pennsylvania, and a primary member on National SAC.
Hi everyone, my name is Mercy Gutu, and I'm a volleyball and tennis player at Trinity Washington University in DC.
Great. As I said, we are going to be talking about teamwork today. So let's dive into it.
Awesome. So why is it important to make everyone feel like they're a part of the team? How can you show that?
I'll jump in first for that one. So first, being on collegiate sports teams, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's really cool to feel that unique and unified experience as a team, and being part of team culture, successful bonding experiences as a unit, and building that trust and building that teamwork, and a lot of skills that you'll use for life down the road as well.
I believe it's important to make sure that everybody feels part of the team. Combining like everyone's strengths and weaknesses can really help the team grow and also learn from each other to be productive and also try to improve to be our best selves. Each team member plays an important role in working together to make sure that everyone is included, and just making sure that everyone feels part of the team creates an environment where everyone is valued and also respected.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what all's been said. And coming from my background playing football, it's really important to realize that everyone has a role on the team. I think quarterback is often the position that people think is most important, but if you had 11 quarterbacks on the field, there'd be no one to block. You can't have people only specializing in one thing. We have to make sure we're including people of different backgrounds, people who have different skill sets, just so that the team can work as one cohesive unit.
One thing I learned while on teams is it's really important to make people feel included. To do this, I give high fives and encourage people. I also pass the ball so teammates have a chance to score. This makes people feel part of the team. How have you used these teamwork skills in your other areas of your life?
For me, teamwork is really about playing to your strengths and also your teamwork strengths, and putting each other in positions where everyone feels like they're contributing to the success of the team. I've really experienced this off the field in group projects where everyone takes a piece where they feel strongly, and you can really play to the advantage. Just like a team on the field, you play the position that you're best at, not the position you're worst at.
Yeah, and piggybacking off of what Sophie said, a lot of teamwork is putting together pieces of a puzzle to create one collective unit. Whether that be on your teams or even thinking further down the road to having a job, you're working as one machine to reach one common goal.
Yeah, and also outside of athletics, there's a lot of ways that you'll use teamwork in life. And one of those that I've experienced in my academics, I'm actually an exercise science major, and some of the things we do are stress tests and exercise performance tests. And a lot of those in labs, you work with a group, and you have to know when to end that test if someone is having a high heart rate or whatever it may be. It takes a lot of communication and a lot of trust in those that you're working with.
And no matter how well you work with the team, there's always a chance of being unsuccessful or losing. How do you handle failure and support your teammates? Joey, I want to hear from you first.
It's not always about winning. Winning is always great, but what's more important is the memories you make with your team and trying your best.
Yeah, Joey, trying your best is a great motto. Failure is hard on a lot of people. So when discussing teamwork, if you lose as an individual or even within a team, I think it's important that you still pick your teammates up. We all play a specific role, and failure is not on one person. So letting your teammates know at the end of the day that they're not at fault, it goes a long way.
I definitely agree with you, Abigail. Failure is an opportunity to grow and learn with your team. Communicating and learning the new skills together can help show each other how we can communicate and grow as a team, and also learn to be productive.
Absolutely. And within the context of unified sports are more about showing that athletes are just as capable and can succeed as much as anyone else. Unified sports provide that place that even when you fail, there's still something to learn from and be proud of. Joey, what's your next question for the team?
Why is it important to have an inclusive team with people of all abilities? How can people bring the different strengths to the team?
Yeah, I can hop in on that. So I think teams are most successful when the entire group has bought in and feels accountable to the team's success. So it's important to show that each member is valued and is being encouraged by what their teammates are doing and what the leadership is doing, so that when one person wins, it's not just that one person, it's the entire team that's winning.
Absolutely. And in any group, it's important to have people with diverse backgrounds and perspectives because they really contribute to the dynamic of the team on and off the field. For example, aside from Joey being a really great athlete, he really brings a sense of positivity to the team and helps others feel good. It's important for us to play to his strengths and be able to rely on him to boost the team morale, as well as learn from his positive outlook so I can implement one of my own.
What advice do you have for a new unified club or unified sports team who have a goal to make their teams inclusive to people with and without ID?
For me, from my experience, I really learned that there shouldn't be anything hindering you from making your teams as inclusive as possible. People should be able to experience an inclusive environment because you make genuine connections with so many people and have the opportunity to learn and grow. In an inclusive environment, you really become a change maker and part of the inclusion revolution.
I've learned so much about teamwork through unified sports, and I hope you all play unified and inclusive club. Now, let's talk more about NCAA DIII student athletes' experience with teamwork.
Yeah, so due to the COVID-19 pandemic, there's been a lot of sacrifices and adjustments we've had to make involving team dynamics, being forced to not be able to go off campus to do team bonding activities, not going in other people's dorms to do those things. So for myself and my team, we found a lot of creative ways to put in the extra effort and be there for one another, doing things outside and just being able to bond and create those memories that we'll still have, even though we can't play games at the time. So how has teamwork changed for all of you during the pandemic?
Yeah, so Bridget, I agree with you. It's all about being creative. So we've been getting to know one another on a more personal level, whether that be over Zoom sessions or even in small groups, rather than just being physically active at practice with each other every day. We also have been finding ways to be adaptable with academics and athletics while doing our best to still keep each other motivated.
Yeah, I'd say the same as Abigail. And I think when it comes to relationships and athletics, it's so much about proximity. And right now that proximity is challenging, but on the positive side right now, we've really been able to see these relationships flourish through the extension of not just that day-to-day working side by side in a workout or in a practice, but like Bridget had mentioned, they're extending beyond the sport into personal life, making connections that are more genuine and again, deeper than what what your workout has set up for you. So I think these are relationships that are going to be built to last rather than short-term relationships.
It really boils down to taking the time to connect with the people around you. And I really think that the pandemic has only enhanced our bonds because we've been able to reach out to each other far more than we used to, because we're able to rely on seeing each other at the next event.
Yeah, so in the Division III philosophy, it enables student athletes to really integrate different parts of their experience with their extracurricular activity. There's a great emphasis put on the academic side of things. So while we're balancing all these different aspects, D3 student athletes really learn teamwork. So my question is, how do all of you balance the different teams and activities that you're involved in? And Joey, let me ask you first. How do you manage 7 different sports? That's incredible.
It's taking time to learn balance, but I love the sports that I play, so I practice.
For me, time management and organization are definitely the 2 main skills that I've had to learn. And I definitely have to make an effort to understand when I have time to rest and eat and prepare for my exams coming up and prepare for trainings as well.
Yeah, so I use a planner. I found a brand when I started college. I buy one each academic year. It has time slots for every hour of the day, which makes it easy to write in my schedule for work, class, practice, and any other meetings that I have for that day. I also color coordinate each of those things. So when I glance at my planner, I know which type of event is coming up next during my busy day.
For me, I use technology since it's part of our lives. I use a calendar on my phone and also on my computer to stay productive, like with my class schedule, practices, and to stay balanced as well. I do like to do yoga. I feel that having some meditation in my life has helped me to stay balanced and very peaceful.
I will say, for me, communication is key. So I was balancing football and swimming at the time, and just the way the schedule played out, I would miss the first half of the swim season while I was playing football. And then once swim season was underway, I would end up missing a lot of the off-season workouts for football. So really what I learned was the more transparent you are with the coaches, the more supportive they can be once they know your situation.
Absolutely. Everyone's made really great points here. At the end of the day, when you're passionate about something, just as I am about inclusion, you make time to do it.
And that's what the unified generation is all about. You make time and work hard for the people you care about.
Exactly. Just how you and I make time for our friendship, Joey. It's still important to make new friends too, like Mercy, Braylee, Abigail, and Bridget. Because when we include everyone, we make friends and make them feel like they're part of our team, and we create lasting friendships.
Go teamwork and go Special Olympics! Woo!
Woo!